Hello, sziasztok, köszi a raidot, szírják, hello.
Shh, please don't get up yet.
What happened?
You were in a coma.
Igen,
Can you remember your name?
No. Yes.
megijedtél az
I'm
lehető?
Tessa.
Good. Do you know what happened?
Ja, most is laggol a játék?
My
Ja, nem
head.
most jó.
It's like it's been split in two. Was I in an accident?
Yes. Can you remember any of it?
Ja, mert arra szokták mondani, hogy kurva hangos.
Not
Most annyi,
really.
hogy a follow üzenetet
I
azt lecseréltem, az el lehet,
know
az
I
másképp
woke
néz
up
ki.
in
Csak az összes
a sleeping
többire
pod.
aktiválódik ez.
Then tell me everything you do remember. From the start.
Mert ezt az elejtet én készítettem, csak ugye főkúrtam
freezing.
200%-ra a
That's the
hangerejét,
first
azért
thing I
ilyen hangos.
noticed. That's when I knew something was wrong.
Vagy most már vettem le a hangerejéből, de valószínű még mindig hangos lehet. Nem tudom, Círják, ezt még nem, most játszom először, nem játszottam végig. Nem tudom. De biztos nem több 10 órás.
It's not reacting! Oh. What?
Remélem most nem akad be.
Mark? Mark! Where are you? Something's wrong here.
Majd max szóljatok, hogyha akad a kép.
My whole
Például a
body
füstnek a
hurts.
mozgásából lehet látni,
His
hogy ugye, hogyha nem
sleeping pod is
folyamatos,
empty.
akkor...
He probably got woken up by the system after the crash and must have ran to the cockpit.
Ja, dehogy is,
Could've
Isten,
woken
mert
me up
addig
too.
nem leszek fenn.
I should look for him and... ow! Oh! Damn it, I'm stuck. All I can move is my arm.
Csak a karját tudja mozgatni. Itt egy üvegszilág.
Sharp and pointy. I have to be
Éles
careful
és
with
hegyes, óvatosnak kell lennie. Akkor kell egy valami, például ez, amivel
The cover is torn.
fejtámasz,
I can see
amiből
the foam
kiszed ilyen
padding.
borítást,
Pulled out a large piece.
szivacsot. Ja, hogy te az komoly. Ja, igen, elég sokat nyomtad. Gumihab, úgy, oké. Akkor csinálunk belőle egy ilyet, várjál. Így.
Yes, that works. Now I can hold it without cutting myself. Come on. I have to get out of here.
Ez az.
Finally. First of all, I need to get my spacesuit on. It's freezing. So that's why it's cold. The nitrogen tubes have burst and they're freezing everything. I'm definitely not dressed for the occasion. I'm cold enough as it is. I should probably wait on this. Mark? Cockpit, this is Tessa. Mark, can you hear me? Cockpit, this is Tessa. No reply. That either means there's a technical problem or Mark is... I need to get to the cockpit now.
Ja. Kattints, várjál, földre talált a való dupla kattintással. Ez a futni fog. Aha, ha duplán kattintasz a kijáratra, akkor például az ajtó, akkor ez a művet azonnal végrehajtódik. Ja, értem. Várjál.
Cockpit for Tessa. No reply from Mark. There's disinfectant inside that we have to use before going into cryosleep. Easily flammable. I should be glad if I didn't wake up as a human torch. If I pull this lever, the stuff would pour out onto the ground. There's disinfectant inside that we have...
Ugyanazt mondja.
That's Mark's cryopod. Looks like it's intact and unharmed.
Aha. Várj, ki tudunk menni vajon? Aha!
Damn it. This is worse than I thought. Why did we crash? The guidance
Miért
system should have
zuhantak
been
le?
able to prevent it from happening. At least it's not smoking as much up here. Mark and I can fix this.
Ja, itt van
I'm
Jutus még.
sure.
Hát azt mondta,
We
hogy fáradt,
have to
valószínű
fix
majd
this.
hamar elmegy pihenni,
Mark?
hogy nem sokáig marad, de azt mondta, benéz
The
egy picit.
cockpit is blocked by Rebel. Maybe he's injured and trapped in there. At least that would explain
Talán
why he isn't
megsérült és
responding.
csapdába esett.
Okay,
legalább.
Tessa. What to do? Maybe go at it from the outside?
Esetleg kívülről próbáljuk meg. Várjál, átjáró.
No nosy neighbors in sight, but I should put on the
Mhm.
spacesuit as long as I
Ah.
can't be sure if there's any breathable air out there. It's in the locker next to the sleeping pods.
Űrruha kell hozzá. Nyílás, ott mi van?
Locked.
Na nézzük, akkor menjünk a következőbe.
That's the door to the hold, but
Oh.
I need to find another way
Meg kell
forward.
találni másik utat. Várj, törmelék.
That's a lot of debris. There should be something there that I could use. A thin, pointy piece of metal. A few bolts. I'll just take all of it.
Oké, fémcsavarok és fémdarab. Nem. Nem, ezeket nem lehet kombinálni. Aha, jó. Várjál.
Ha! It's just as Confucius says. The woman who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. I have to get to the cockpit from the
Várjál, mit lehet még itt? Törmelék az oké. Szigetelés, na ott van valami.
The hull is torn. I can see the insulating foil, but I can't get it out.
Kiszedni, várja.
Sometimes you just have to break things even more before you can repair them.
Mielőtt megjavítani. Várja. Hoppá! Hát, de megcsinálta. Na. Kis szigetelő. Nem. 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 Akkor... Várja.
The
Szikrák.
cables are broken and the insulation is gone. I have to be careful.
Várjál. Ó! Lehet le kell szigetelő szallagozni?
I know. Work safety is priority number 1. Later, maybe.
Láda. Na, azt nem néztük meg.
A crate. Standard color, standard size, standard contents. Empty.
Üres. Oké. Nyílás. Cső. Várjál, ott mit tud csinálni a csőn?
This pipe transports nitrogen, which is freezing the locker from the back. It is controlled via a valve.
Várjál. Ó! A szelep. Ja, hogy ezt el tudja forgatni.
That might have stopped the nitrogen.
Aha. Oké, most elzártuk a nitrogént. Ez az. Na, jó, oké.
Damn, it's been exposed to the cold for too long.
A jég
The ice is
magatartó, hogy
preventing me
kinyissam.
from opening it.
Oké,
It
akkor...
won't just thaw on its own.
Akkor...
The ice is too thick and sturdy to just scratch it away.
Mit lehet akkor?
The ice is too thick and sturdy to just scratch it away.
Várjál, akkor tartályt...
There's an opening mechanism. I don't
Nem,
have to break
nem.
it.
Nem. Mi van még itt? A cső.
There's no more nitrogen coming out, and I wouldn't mind.
Öltözőszekrény. Aha, itt már nincs semmi. Kriókamra, interkom, tartály. Kilépés, mi az? Fényoszlop.
A detached metal bar. I can't reach it.
Nem éri el. Várjál csak, ez a rúd, ez nem jó arra véletlen?
No, too
Túl
short.
rövid. Na várjál csak. Kártyaolvasó.
The card reader for the hold door. I need an ID card to use it.
Törmelék. Ó,
Ha!
ja.
It's
Ja,
just as
arra nem
Confucius
láttam már.
says. The woman who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. I have to get to the cockpit.
Ja, ez nem... na talán itt valamit.
The console is broken. I think I know how to repair it, but I need my suit or I'm toast.
Jó. Ajtó. Ez az. Nyílás.
Locked. I can see a lock at the front with an almost round keyhole. No chance. I need the key.
Aha, kulcs kell ide. Szikrák. Láda. Várjál csak.
Not exactly productive to...
Ez nem jó.
The cables are broken and the insulation is gone. I have to be careful. I'm pretty sure I know how that would end.
Ja,
Besides,
mondjuk...
I know. Work safety is priority number 1. Later,
Ja, rendben
maybe.
jutsz, köszi, hogy volt, és jó pihenést, és gyógyulást kívánok. Szia. És köszi a játékot. Azt nem tudom, hogy mit lehetne még máshol használni. Nézem így, ahogy ráviszem az egeret, hogy hol ír ki még valamit, de... Kártyaolvasó... Ajtó... Az nem... Ez sem... Most nem tudom, hogy
The rest is junk.
Aha, nincs több semmi, jó? Pilóta fülke. Itt meg ugye nem tud kimenni a
I'm not a
ruha miatt.
doctor, but it's in the locker.
És a
Great. Standard color.
Ez már kapásból nem. Ez sem. Intercom.
I can't attach it and
Nem
seal the
tudom,
leak
ezeket.
with it.
Aha.
That would just make the hole big. That would just make the hole bigger.
Ja, puszi jut, hogy szia. Hát a csaj az valóban egy picit hangosan beszél, de hát ez ilyen, vagy nem tudom. Öltözőszekrény.
Damn, it's been exposed to the cold for too long. The ice is preventing me from opening it. It won't just thaw on its own.
Jaj, várjál, ezt nem néztem eddig.
This pipe leads to a tank where cooling fluid is filtered. It must have burst in the crash. The sieve might be useful, even when it's taken apart.
Köszi, Jucus, köszi. Még a végére, mi? Hoppá, na, ez szita, oké. Na várja. Vagy szűrő. Itt viszont...
Done! I've had to improvise a lot of bowls in the past few years, and I think this one is my second best.
Ó, ez az, na várják. Tál, egy tál. Mit lehet a tál? Nem, várjál, és hogyha beletesszük a... Nem.
I don't really have a use for a bowl full of sparks.
Mit lehet a tálba tenni? Ajtó. Nem. Hm. Na várj csak. Ja, ki tudom jelölni, hogy hol vannak olyan pontok, amivel lehet izélni. Aha. Na, ez mondjuk jó dolog. Haló? Csámisi, hello, szia. Rendben, Jucus, rendben. Jó ét, szia. Na várja, itt hány helyen is lehet? Aha. Hát nem sok lehetőség van. Meg kell hagyni. Mindenhova ki kell próbálni, mert... Most oké, hogy van egy tálunk, de nem tudom, mit csináljak vele. Opa.
I should
Ja.
be able to use this to collect and transport the disinfectant.
Ó, a fertőtlenítőszer. Na, ott van, várj, a fertőtlenítőszer. Akkor lehet, hogy ez kéne...
It's no use.
Aha, semmi értelme. Fertőtlenítőszer. Nem. Itt próbálkoztunk meg.
It's no use.
Jó. Mit kell ereszt? Akkor ezt kint kell valamit vele csinálni. Fertőtlenítőszer. Nem? Azt volt. Oda kell valamiért. Ja, hogy bedullad.
That was easier than I
Értem.
expected.
Jézusom. Jó.
Finally,
Az jó
some
mondjuk, hogy
heat.
zsebre teszi az ég
Almost too
lángoló
much heat.
vizet.
My eyes are burning.
Igen, a szemei. Oké, ez az. Na nézzük, akkor innen már kicsit logikusabb.
This should hopefully thaw the ice if I have enough fuel. It's working!
Ja, akkor lejjebb veszem a játékot egy pillanat. A játék hangját. Bocsánat, akkor így. Most szerintem jó lesz. Igen, lehet, hogy egy kicsit hangos volt. Ja.
Oh, that's nice.
Na most szerintem jó lesz. Ez
Watch
az.
out, foreign planets. You can't scare me anymore. Well, at least not with cold temperatures. but I won't put the helmet on until I go
Mhm.
outside. There's something in these pockets. Keys, matches,
Kulcs, gyufa.
and our company's ID card.
Aha, azzal tudom kinyitni
But
valószínűleg az
the
ajtót.
name on it is Melissa Luna? Who's that?
Most
Well,
halk, vagy
that's
tegyen visszább
definitely
egy
me in the
picit?
picture. So this company can send rockets through space, but then prints the wrong name on my ID card?
Ja, akkor
No
a
wonder we
kettő
crashed
közé
if I can't
rakom.
even get that right. Before I start looking for Mark again, I
Akkor
should
most
write down
így.
my experiences on my ID card's logbook. Well, IMC's accident protocol requires me to do so, and we've definitely had an accident. I'll just use this one.
Naplót jobb, oké.
The crash protocol says I need to write all of my experiences down in my logbook. And with the headache I've got and the memory gaps, logging everything. The crash protocol says...
Ja,
Strange. This data is pretty similar to mine. It's almost a complete match. But the numbers in the date of birth
Na,
are shifted by
köszi.
one. One day,
Ja, nyugodtan
one month,
cégeket.
one year.
Abból
But the biometric
alakul
data
ki
is
a
correct.
tuti.
I'm sure the picture is wrong. And the other thing is a coincidence? I don't recognize the name, though. I shouldn't be wasting my time with this. Examine planet, find Mark, repair ship, survive.
Igen,
That's
csak
all.
a túlélés ez az. Vajon itt beengedezem?
Access denied.
Aha, ez...
Strange. That's my card, and the bioscanner should confirm that it's me, and that I have access. Something isn't right here.
Na nézzük, akkor elvileg ki tudunk menni.
I'd better put on the helmet, just to be sure.
Sisak. Ja! Ja, hogy ezt magától csinálja.
Okay, let's go.
Na nézzük. Kimegyünk az űrhajóba.
It's not reacting, but we have power.
Ja, várj,
Where's
ez
the
nem lesz
problem?
ilyen egyszerű.
There are wires hanging out. They might be jamming the energy supply.
Ja, rendben, Ácsi, rendben. Várjál, mik van nekünk? Jó, semmit nem lett semmivel. Azt mondja...
It's a card reader, not a keyhole.
Jaj, várjál, ott volt a kulcsuk a izén, ezen a szekrényen.
Perfect fit. Ah, a toolbox.
Toolbox.
I hope it's a strange packet with an interstellar radio device.
Ne feledd, hogyha jobb egérgomokat a leltári tárgya. Aha. Ezt gondolom ki kell nyitni. Hoppá.
What do we have here? Screwdriver, sealant foam, and a blowtorch.
Na, ez az. Most már aztán van mit.
The welder isn't lit. I can't combine or affix them. The welder isn't lit. The welder isn't lit. Good, that works.
Ó, aha, begyújtottam azt a lópikulát. Várjál, de azzal mit lehet csinálni? Heggesztő pisztoly. Heggesztő pisztoly. Hegesztő pisztoly. Várjál? Nem?
I need to insert the cables
Oh.
into the sockets to make the door work again. There's a lamp for each socket to show if it's receiving enough electricity.
Ha ezt az igaz... Aha. Mini játék.
The lamp is glowing very brightly. The cable is giving more power than it needs.
Hoppá. Ennyi.
Okay, the cables are where they should be. Now I can try the outer door again. I'm excited to see what's out there. Or I would be if I wasn't in this situation. I hope the door survived the crash.
Ez az. Na nézzük.
Yes! It's seen better days, but it's open. No.
Ajjaj.
Oh, just barren rock. All gray and dead. I was hoping for a world thriving with interesting flora and fauna. That looks pretty bad. And here I was thinking we'd be able to fix it. Where even are we? Was this planet our destination, or did we go off course? And what even is our mission? My head is spinning. I can't even remember our mission. Must have been quite the crash. Or maybe the disinfectant was out of date. Nothing. Nothing at all. No buildings, lights, roads, just nothing. A barren wasteland. Maybe our mission was to explore a newly found, boring planet and collect samples. A planet like this one. I mean, foreign planets are always exciting, but under the circumstances. Oh, Mark, of course.
Ajaj.
Nothing stirring in the cockpit, but he has to be there. Where else could he be? I need to get in there somehow.
Várjál, oda be.
This used to be part of the landing gear. There are a few parts scattered inside.
Na mit talál benne?
A large hook that sealed the maintenance hatch during the flight. Must be pretty sturdy.
Kalapács, nem?
And the lever to open the hatch. Both made from heat-proof ceramics. Where the hell are we? I can't see anything in there. Just some flashings. Mark has to be in. This panel allows us to service the instruments behind it. The mechanism to open it is on the right. You usually activate it from the cockpit, so
Aha, azt ki
there
kell
has to
nyitni
be a
ott.
way through.
Egy pillanat, mindjárt jövök. Ja, mindjárt jövök, Angier, igen, és igen, nekem ez tetszett meg, hogy ilyen elég jó pofa, nem olyan irritálóan össze-vissza színes, mint némelyik ilyen játék, meg van egy ilyen egyedi stílusa, ilyen jó pofa, és azt néztem, hogy Twitch-en úgy unblock senki nem streamelt ezt a játékot. Csá, Hadriel. Igen, Angier, jaj. Mindjárt jövök egy pillanat. De jó pofa, kicsit ilyen lassabb a játékmenet ezeknek a kattintgatósnak, de nekem tetszik. Így egyenlőre. Aztán igazából itt a sztori dönti el, mert nem a játékmenet a lényeg ezeknél, ugye, hanem ugye a maga a sztori. Mindjárt jövök egy pillanat. Na vagyok, ez a ropogó hang, ez a tűz amúgy.
This panel allows us to service the mechanism to open it is on the right. You usually activate it from the TAC 92's wreck. If I could only remember how it crashed.
Nem emlékszik, hogy hol zuhant.
The TAC 92's wreck. It's still smoldering a bit, but it shouldn't explode now, and the fire should go out by itself. Soon.
Hadriel, nem reggel 6-tól lesz elemvég. Ez a baj.
The only thing I can do with this welder is weld pieces of metal together.
Várjál. Tömítőhab. Nem. Várjál csak. Törmelék... Hoppá.
I can't combine or affix them. I can't combine or affix them.
Yes, car.
I can't combine or I can't combine. The only thing I can do with this will. The only thing I can do with this. I have to combine something before I can weld.
Várjál, valamit össze kell... De mit? Igen, Hadriel, mert onnan számol vissza nekem. Szóval konkrétan visszaszámol a PS, és mutatja, hogy tudod, mikor indíthatod el. Nem. Ez a cső, ez engem zavar itt.
No, too short.
Hát PlayStation ugye úgy vannak a megjelenések sokszor, hogy vagy reggel 6-tól, vagy éjféltől. A gyakoribb az inkább azért az éjfél. De látod, reggel 6 is van. Várjál, horog. Várjál? Na. Ó,
I can reach
aha.
it with that.
Beszarok.
I can't combine or affix. I can't combine or. I have to combine something before I can weld.
Várjál.
I can't combine or affix them. I can't combine or. I can't combine or affix. The only thing I can do with this. A bit wobbly. If I could fasten it properly, the pole would have a pointed flat edge that I could use.
Ez az, jó. Na nézzük. Várjál, ez kell talán a csőhöz? Nem. PS-re 24 000... De nem, várjál. 21 000 valamennyi, azt hiszem is 4000 forintot drágább, mint PC-re.
I should probably do this outside.
Kint kéne csinálnom, oké. Heggeszt belőle valamit a csaj. Ez olcsóbb egy picit, mint egy teljes árujáték, azt mondták azért, mert ugye nem jelenik meg lemezesen.
This helmet isn't equipped with welding goggles, but it should at least keep my eyes from melting.
Na nézzük, mit heggeszt a csaj. Valamit. Ez egy hegyes szerszám lesz.
Not a bad weld seam for a beginner. I suppose Mark would say otherwise. Show off.
Ja, rendben, oké.
I can't combine. The only thing I can do with this. The only thing I can do. I can't combine her.
Fémtárda, várját, fémtárda. Lehet ez a lemezhöz kell. Aha, valószínű.
This is where the mechanism should be.
Aha, hogy tudtam?
Come on. Mark would have been able to help me here. As if.
Ez az.
Yes, I knew it. There's a passage to the cockpit.
Aha, be lehet mászni valahogy.
The mounts on this panel look solid. I have to try it. Unpleasant, but unavoidable. Carefully now.
No. Júj, baszki. Szegény csaj.
Mark! What? Nobody
Nincsen
here.
pilóta.
Did he just leave me behind? No, he would never do that. He would only go if he knew I wasn't in danger. And this is better than finding his body lying around. Wherever he is, we need help to get away from here. After breaking down, the first thing we need to do is send out an emergency signal. I hope someone will receive it. The earlier I get it done, the better. Mark has to wait. Right. Emergency signal. I need that console over there. Mark's logbook.
Ez
Didn't he
napló.
take it with him? Or maybe he left it here on purpose so I could find his hints. I don't think all these flashing lights... It won't turn on. Probably no power. The power cells for the cockpit are behind...
Aha, nincs áram. Várjál. Kilépés a nézetből,
The power
fedél.
cell slots are behind it. I should open it somehow. I don't think all these flashing...
Akkor ide kéne valami.
I can always
Aha.
count on my screwdriver.
Na
I don't
nézzük.
believe it. The power cells are empty. Mark explained to me how to properly utilize any residual charge. All slots have to be filled. I remember that much. But I have to rearrange the cells. If I relay the remaining energy to the communication transmitters, I might just be able to create a
Egy helyre
signal.
kell összpontosítani mind a
But
három
I also
zöldet.
have to somehow broadcast the signal, and I need the control console for that. So both console and the comms need to be supplied with energy.
Aha. Várjál. Hm. Ja.
That's the symbol for the display, so the console's up here in the cockpit. It won't work as long as there's no power. The symbol for the heating.
Fűtés.
They're drawing energy from two cells. That's the symbol for the communication transmitters. They're drawing energy from two cells.
Aha, kezdem érteni.
The symbol for the aeration system. They're drawing energy from the symbol for the electric locks. The symbol for the ship's outer sensors. That's the symbol for the display, so the console's up here in the
Akkor
cockpit. It won't
kell a
work as long.
konzolnak egy.
Okay, the communication device and the display have as much energy as I can give them. Let's hope it works.
Ez az.
Still works. Right then. Communication. Emergency signal.
Low energy. Emergency signal cannot be activated. Low energy. Low energy. Low energy.
Damn it! Do something! You could at least make a little noise! If only Mark was here. I need more power to send an emergency signal. Which means power cells. There should be some in the hold. The card reader for the hold door. I need an ID card to use it. I never understood why people would block card slots with paper. I can't outsmart a card reader. I'm just going to need...
Várjál, lehet a izéba lesz.
I'm pretty sure I know how that would end. Besides, there's no hairdresser nearby who could
Karok. Azt mondja.
Mark's logbook. An old version, but he likes things retro. It's not completely intact anymore. I'll remove the ID card. Then I can read the entries in my logbook.
Oho.
Don't let me down.
Ez az.
Accepted. Oh, it requires further authentication? There's security and then there's paranoia. I need the key code for that mark set. I'm definitely not going to just guess the code. Mark hates passwords and codes. It must be something he could remember easily.
Aha. 201.94. Ennyi. Ez a kártyakódja.
Mark secured it with his ID number. How can someone so forgetful fly a spaceship?
I'm in! But what is all this stuff? I should stay away from it. But all the technical equipment is down there.
Aha, ott
Most
vannak az
importantly,
energiacellák,
the
az
power
kell a
cells. And
izéhoz.
with it, my only hope of sending out an emergency signal. I could put on the helmet. That would just make the hole bigger. There's gas leaking into the hold through this hole. I can't seal it with my
Azt nem tudom, hogy hova került az a kötöző.
I could release the gas here if it wasn't all collected at the bottom. I'm not sure what this stuff is. It might be flammable. It won't work while the gas is coming out with this much force. It won't work while the gas is coming out with this. Carbon dioxide filtered out of the air is stored here and released whenever needed, and it's pretty heavy in concentration form. It might be able to push this smoke up.
Hát valami nem oké. Ja, hogy körben... Jézusom!
Tank number 1 is still about 40% full and emptying very slowly. It's going to take hours for all the Tank number 2 is filled with carbon dioxide. It's about 1.2% full, and if I open tank 2, the gas will be gone within minutes. Yes, it's pushing the strange gas up, but there's still something coming through the leak.
Jaj!
I can't stop the gas from coming in with this.
Na most ez az. Azaz.
I hope the carbon dioxide will push the gas up now, but I shouldn't be here when that happens.
Four or 5 minutes should be enough. But after that, I need to ventilate the room well.
Ez az.
It worked! Mark isn't down there either, but neither's his body, so that's good. Did he get ejected? Did he leave? If so, where to? Pull yourself together, Tessa. So what? He's not here. You can manage on your own. All you need for an emergency signal are power cells. Okay, this is the last straw. Goodness. Lots of junk, but no power cells. What now? What's this? Oh, a
Hoppa.
cognitive observation research entity, or CORE for short.
Na nézzük.
We use these things to reach places we can't get to ourselves. They can fly, scan, send data, and are equipped with a speech module. I need an ID card to activate the drone. Maybe it could help me out of this situation. And even if it can't, at least I'll have someone to talk to. Then I can complain to CORE while I'm starving. Cognitive Observation Research Entity, CORE. I need an ID card to activate. Cognitive Observation Research Entity. Core. I need an ID card to activate. Why should I use Mark's ID card? I've got my own. I don't know why there's a wrong name on it, but I should use the other card.
Unit activated. Assigned to Melissa Luna, Explorer. Good day. Core ready to assist you, Miss Luna.
Incorrect. Tessa Carter. That's my name.
Name change. Tessa Carter. Confirmed. I am glad to be of service, Ms. Carter. What are your orders?
Where should we begin?
Nine leaks, 4 hull breaches, 2 broken beams, 14.
1 broken spaceship, 1 survivor. Maybe 2. I hope so anyway. That's all that matters now.
What is your primary objective, miss?
For you to stop being so formal with me. Just call me Tessa.
Of course, altering linguistic database. Tessa.
Right. The next objective is to send out an emergency signal. But I can't do that without power cells, and I have to find Mark, so basically, if I want to get us out of this mess, I've solely got primary objectives.
I do not have access to the ship's database. Who is Mark?
Mark Bennett, about 30 years old, pilot and mechanic. We're the TAC 92's crew.
Registered. What is the status of your immediate surroundings?
Well, I have to take a closer look.
My scanners could help in examining your surroundings.
Good idea. Do that.
Nine leaks, 4 hull breaches.
I know this thing's broken. I meant the surroundings. Let's just scan it outside.
Confirmed. The tanks have been emptied completely, and there is nothing of use in the crates. Whatever we are going to find on the planet, we can probably store it here.
I wonder if I can find anything here. No, those are various ores. Raw materials for a refinery. They're no use to me.
These crates are filled with the residue of various ores, such as iron, titanium, guffinium, and nickel.
Probably samples from previous expeditions.
The cockpit is unstable and could break off. It will not, however, drag the rest of the ship down into the abyss with it. At least as long as there is no tornado or earthquake. In that case, the TAC 92 would fly again.
Core, please.
Until it would crash on the bottom of the chasm. The cockpit is unstable and could break off. It will not, at least as long as there is no
Core, please.
until it would crash on the bottom of the Analyzing atmosphere outside the ship. Result: similar to Earth's atmosphere. Breathable for humans. You can take off the helmet, Tessa.
Good. I prefer it this way.
Smells slightly burnt, but with the wind coming from over there, it kind of smells like stagnant water. But... Okay, here's the plan. We look for life, for some water and food, of course. And maybe keep our eyes peeled for any buildings or anything useful. No idea how long I'm gonna have to survive out here.
The Intergalactic Mining Corporation should have already sent out a search party.
I doubt it. Mark and I are just the advance guard, and it's not unusual for us not to be able to send reports. We don't have a set route either. They'll start looking for us eventually. And by then, I'll probably be talking to a volleyball.
But I do not understand what it has to do with this crash.
Never mind. Please scan our surroundings.
Scanning. Scan complete. Scan radius of about 400 meters. No signs of relevantly sized life forms. No artificial constructs or buildings.
Relevantly sized? And what size is relevant to you?
Anything bigger than a fully grown male Balinese toucan.
A what?
A male Balinese toucan. Their average size in all dimensions roughly represents that of the average-sized, fully grown earthen life form.
You're joking, right?
Statistics are not a joke.
Well, that doesn't help me. Compare the data to something I know. No more than 8 letters.
Equivalent to a medium-sized dog. Equivalent to a chicken 49.9% larger than average. Equivalent to exactly 11 hedgehogs.
To recap, a Balinese toucan is roughly the size of 1.5 chickens. Any more data?
The environment is mostly comprised of stone. Water and simple flora can also be detected behind the landing zone.
No signs of Mark? Damn. My mineral samples can wait. We should look for water and plants.
New data! I am registering a weak but repeating radio signal.
Where is it coming from?
It originates from the planet's surface. The signature is inconclusive.
Could it be coming from the Intergalactic Mining Corporation?
The possibility of that lies at 29%.
Can you locate it?
I can only ascertain a rough direction. To interpolate a position, we would have to get closer.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Let's see what's behind it. Maybe it's a distress signal from Mark. Incredible. I know why I love my job. Without it, I wouldn't be able to see things like this. We followed the crash's progression. These must be the plants you were talking about. Well, they're not flowers, Core, let me tell you. More of a smelly swamp.
I do not categorize flora and fauna by their feel-good factor, unless you wish to update my software accordingly. In that case, I would request the following hardware as well. Arms.
Okay, forget it. At least it's not just rocks again. What are those tiny lights?
Small life forms.
Interesting. A good sign there might be more to this planet. If we flew over this place with the TAC-92 before we crashed, could something have fallen from the ship that's now emitting the signal?
Theoretically. But the ship's inventory was complete, so the signal I am receiving cannot originate from a technical device known to us.
We can't get any closer. We need to get down there.
You could slide and climb down those rocks there, but they are quite steep and porous, so you could not get back up again.
So a one-way ticket then.
My recommendation, remaining within the TAC-92. The ship's hull offers protection and Mark could return. Then you would no longer be on your own. It would be easier for you to find water together, as well as finding a way which allows for a return to the ship.
But then we still won't be able to send the emergency signal. We should find out what that signal is that you're receiving.
Agreed.
Crazy. A moldy swamp with spooky lights. Normally that would be something I should find scary or unpleasant, but right now I just feel happy. Plants mean life, water, and food. I shouldn't just drink the water or pick a fruit on the off chance it might be okay though. And Core, please let me know if there's any dangerous creature approaching from behind a bush.
I shall scan the number of teeth to assess the creature's danger level before it pounces on you.
That's very kind of you. Crazy. A moldy swamp with spooky... I shouldn't just...
I shall scan the...
That's... terrifying, but still so beautiful. I wouldn't want to get caught in it, though.
My calculations show that it is probably moving away from us.
I want to follow that ominous signal. I should get Core to do another scan. Core, locate the signal and calculate the distance.
Scan initiated. Signal detected. Calculating. Calculated distance, 9.4 kilometers. Possible deviation up to 21%.
So, about 10 kilometers. Or about walking distance of 2 hours. In the summer, with shorts. With an ice cream. On a foreign planet with unknown dangers and terrain, wearing a spacesuit, though, might take a little bit longer.
Including these factors, I calculate a walking time between 9 and 11 hours with a high probability of death.
As long as we find something capable of sending a distress signal at the end, I even prefer some interesting trail over a yellow brick road. What is that? Cord, do you see that? Record.
Confirm. A pulsating light. Recording started.
What was it?
I could not detect any pattern and no repetition. It seemed to be completely random.
And it came from the same direction as the signal. Okay, I've got to go there. Core, will the sun be setting anytime soon?
In about 3 Earth hours. Compared to the Earth, days are slightly shorter here. However, so are the nights.
I see. We'll spend the night on the ship and set out tomorrow.
Information. There are about 3 to 4 days worth of sustenance readily available here for you, if you would like to wait for Mark.
I don't know if Mark is lying around somewhere all messed up, or if he's looking for help, or if he's the one sending out that signal. Even if I ration my supplies, they'll be gone at some point. And if there's still no sign of Mark by then, I'm going to have to leave here. Then I'd have to brave the dangers of an unknown planet with hardly any supplies left. No, I think it's best I leave when I feel like it, and not wait until I can't put it off any longer. We're leaving tomorrow morning.
Confirmed.
That light flashed somewhere over there. Might be some native civilization. We might find intelligent life. How exciting!
You cannot tell what it is yet. It is too far away and the path leading you there might be dangerous. Yet my sensors read that your heart rate is increasing from excitement.
Stuff like this is why I'm here, Core. Discovering things, even if it is just natural resources. I just wish I could have explored without an emergency. I'm really excited to see the planet, but I won't be leaving today. I should spend the night in the I should rest up before I go looking for the signal's origin tomorrow. I can feel the exhaustion in my bones. Okay. I think we're well prepared. There's a signal, so there has to be someone here. People or creatures? There was a light. Or was it just lightning or something natural?
There was a directional light that lasted 4.4 seconds. A bright light. I would calculate that the chances of it not being artificial lie at 9.14%.
Pretty slim odds then. What do you mean by directional?
There was a precise vector, but it changed as it shone.
Could it be a reflection of the sun?
The amount of blue light is too high. The sun as a source can be ruled out.
So it's of a technical origin. Might have been Mark, or maybe he saw it too, which means he'd probably be on his way there right now. I suppose.
If he was ejected from the TAC-92, then he would probably be able to see the smoke and come here. However, if that is the case, he would now be dead at a possibility of 94.1%.
Where would I be without your optimism? So, you think I should stay here?
This place offers shelter, and you can gather resources from the wreckage. It is also the first place any rescue teams would check while searching for you. Leaving this place would be illogical.
But what is logical is that I would starve here and that I'd never find out what happened to Mark. Maybe he needs help, and without him I can't send out an emergency signal. I'd just be wasting my precious time.
As a weak biological life form, you will naturally lose energy and gradually be able to move shorter and shorter distances, which greatly lowers your chances at survival.
You're a real ray of sunshine, Cor.
Furthermore, the light signal might vanish and then you would no longer be able to make out its origin.
All the more reason not to stay here, Cor. Then I can only hope Mark is still alive and won't leave me hanging. I'd rather risk it and take my fate into my own hands.
Understandable, considering you are an organic life form. However, in the event of an accident, you would be entirely helpless.
You almost sound like Tony, that old worrywart.
Tony?
Anthony, my husband, Anthony Carter.
According to my database, you are unmarried.
Your database only knows about that Melissa Luna on the ID card.
Database update. Tessa Carter is married to Anthony Carter.
Yes, he also works for the Intergalactic Mining Corporation as a biochemist. I can see him right now, drinking hot chocolate together with our son, Finn. Just a few weeks' journey away from here. Please add to your database that Finn is 4 years old. Wait, 5? No, 4. Finn is 4 years old. Anyway, if I want to see them again, I have to survive.
Database updated.
Excellent. I have to take a break. I can't keep my eyes open. You keep watch while I sleep, and wake me if anything happens.
Confirmed.
You wanted to tell me something?
Yes, Mr. Bishop. He offered me a promotion.
Hey, that's amazing! Congratulations, you really deserve it.
Thank you, Tony.
You hesitate. Despite the improvement, you're worried you won't have any thrills in the new job, right?
I understand. You went through a lot after the accident.
Yes. I'm lucky to have survived that day.
You must have been very afraid, all alone, on a foreign planet.
Well, yes. But I also felt excited. Free. It was a strange mix of emotions and... Wait. What about Mark? Have you found him?
Yes, we found him. He is alive and well.
Oh, what luck. So, that night I dreamed about the day I was at the beach with Tony, where I told him about being promoted. I don't know what I meant by that.
Let's stick to what you experienced. Please continue telling me what you remember. What happened the following day when you left?
Good morning, Tessa.
Good morning, Cor. How was the night?
No unusual incidents. My scanners detected that you had an uneasy sleep.
Slightly creepy, but correct. It's not great sleeping in a spacesuit. As if crashing wasn't bad enough for my poor bones. We should get going to find out more about the signal and the light. Then we'll see if there's a chance to escape. Or if I'll be turning into a fossil here.
Would you like me to read you some motivational quotes from my database? Even the longest journey begins.
For heaven's sake, don't. I've already got a headache. Maybe we can find something interesting out there. That makes me feel better. Okay. Cor, has the signal changed at all?
Negative. It is unchanged and still active at the same strength and same relative distance.
I can't see the light anymore. Oh well. Whatever it is, the signal might be useful. Maybe I can repurpose it. Can you fly ahead and scan the ground to tell me where I can walk?
Confirmed.
So far, so good.
You made it look quite easy.
Thanks. That wasn't my first climbing session. But as I thought, I won't be able to get back to the ship's wreckage.
It would be logical to not waste time and instead look ahead, as long as the signal is active.
Somehow I've got the feeling we're going to ask ourselves where ahead even is. I hope ahead doesn't mean through the undergrowth and straight into some animal's mouth.
My sensors would register any animal with Tessa-sized mouths.
How reassuring. There's a swarm of insects here. They look like oversized mosquitoes, sucking on the plant and glowing. So they're the ones causing these strange lights in the swamp. Seems to be some form of bioluminescence.
These are the small life forms that I registered.
They're as big as rats. These remind me more of corals than of plants. They're even moving slightly, but apart from that, they seem uninteresting.
Corals on Earth are more akin to animals than to plants.
Tony would have been delighted to try and find out what exactly these things are. An impressive flower. Long, strange fibers are hanging out of it. A swarm of insects happily feasting on a plant. They look like blown-up mosquitoes and are glowing green and yellow. I think they're ignoring me.
The plant is in bloom and it's made these fibers soaked with an oily liquid. The signal is coming from this direction.
Bocsi srácok, most itt viszont elugrok egyszer, mert már lassan 1 óra lesz a meló miatt. Most csak belenéztünk a játékba egy kicsit, aztán jó pofa, és akkor majd a legközelebbi alkalommal akkor folytatom. Aztán megnézzük, hogy hogyan tovább. Most ugye annyi, hogy az űrhajós részt megcsináltam végig. És akkor megnézzük ezt a mocsaras részt legközelebb, meg a többit. Úgyhogy köszönöm szépen, aki még volt. Aztán majd folytatom. Most gondoltam, ma este még egy kicsit belenézek így lefekvés előtt. Úgyhogy mindenkinek jó éjszakát, és majd legközelebbi alkalommal akkor folytatjuk. Jó kis játék, úgyhogy jó lesz ez. Na, sziasztok akkor, és jó itt mindenkinek.